Guys, this episode is not going to blow, but we are going to have so much fun. Today, it is a special day. It is a birthday of sorts, one that I think all of you are going to be super happy to know about. The birth of a book that myself and all of these other beautiful authors have put so much energy and effort into. This is called Heal to be Healed. It's time to thrive. It's finally here. Oh my goodness, it's finally here. Are you so excited? I know I'm excited. We're going to bring some people on today that you know, you love, and you're going to be able to hear a little bit more about what it means to heal. Why would somebody want to buy this book? Well, maybe you've had loss in your life. Maybe you've had to deal with some things that are a little traumatic and you need to process some emotion and pain. Today, we're going to heal a little bit together, and we're going to hear some great stories and experience why you need to go get this book, because it's finally here on Amazon. I'm so stoked. Guys, this is going to be such a fun half an hour. Let me bring on all my buddies. Welcome, everybody. Give them a quick shout out. Hello. Woo. Can you believe it? Guys, this process has been so much fun. Let's first introduce Tawny Lee one more time. Tawny, you've been on the podcast a handful of times. Tell everybody, why do they need to get Heal to be Healed #2? It's time to thrive.
Oh my goodness. Because this book is full of information. It is full of stories. It is full of experiences. It is full of knowledge. It is full of all kinds of things, instructions on how to heal not only your mind, but your body, your soul, your spirit. It is phenomenal. I am so very proud of each and every one of the authors. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tawny. Now we're going to go to Danny, your boy. I love this guy. He's so fun. No, not yet. Wait. We're going to go for him. He's driving, but he's here and he's like, absolutely. Give us a thumbs up if you're like, hey, everybody, you definitely need to get this book. Give us a thumbs up. There you go. Perfect. He's doing a thumbs up. Now we're going to go to Elizabeth. Now, Elizabeth, you've got such a great dynamic story, overcoming your health challenges to be able to really show what resilience is. Go ahead and tell us, why do we need to get the book?
If you ever feel stuck, hopeless, wonder where God is, those are just 3 of the reasons that you need this book, because on every page, you're going to find hope. You're going to see God, and you're going to walk away with the keys to unlock the miracle power that lives inside you.
Bars. Guys, if you want more of that, got to get the book. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to go to TJ McGinnis. TJ McGinnis, my good man. Go ahead.
Thanks. So the book Heal to be Healed is #2 is really for 2 types of people. The first type is the person, it may be you, who is dealing with the shame, the burden, the yoke, the pain of shame. And in every story, whether that shame was something external that happened or something internal, whether it be addiction, trauma, in that, you will find stories of where God has met people. Just like when Jesus came to the paralytic at the pool of Bethsaida and asked, do you want to be healed? If you want to be healed, you can read this book and see that you're not alone, that there are many stories of those who have found a path out. For the second person that this would be for is you may know someone. You may yourself be seeing someone dealing with the burden of shame. Help them know that they're not alone. These stories help break through and make people aware that you're not suffering in silence. They're not suffering in silence. And this book will provide stories that will allow people to realize they can overcome. Kind of like how the friends, they took the paralytic through the roof to get him to Jesus to get healed. Get this book. Give it to a friend that you think is really struggling with these things internally and just need to know that there are others out there that can relate to them, that have walked through the process, so that that person can have hope to know that, as Jesus said, being the good shepherd, I came so that they have life and they can have it more abundantly. And Heal to be Healed is that book to help them in their journey.
Yes, thank you so much, TJ. Guys, are you starting to feel this? You starting to get it? Like, oh, I not only want this, like I know somebody right now that can benefit from this. If you're thinking of that person, write their name down and then figure out how you can get this in their hands. Right now, it's super easy because you can get your Kindle and say, you know what, it's only $4, like $3.99. Let's go and buy that. And you can leave a review for us. You can actually share this in so many different ways. Let's go really quick to Anna. Now, Anna, you've got such a story of resilience coming from another country, having to deal with language and culture differences. How have you been able to overcome resilience and been able to really know what it takes to heal? I'd love to hear why people need to get this book and hear your story.
I think people need to buy this book because as one of the authors, I'm super excited that you, the reader, will read each chapter and heal. I can assure you that there's the stories that we have written in it will bring you so much healing. As for me, books have been other books have helped me heal and overcome so much pain. If and I mean I wrote part of this and I'm gonna read a little bit. If you're drowning in chaotic thoughts, stepping inside someone else's head or story, perhaps this book, every chapter will maybe give you freedom and will give you hope to find healing as well. um, and I think it's stepping into somebody else's head or story is what will show you that not only that you can heal, but other people have shared your stories, or you have similar stories that might bring you hope, and that's what
Absolutely.
this book is all about. We have written many stories. I mean, this is not all of the authors of this book. Every author in this book has a story to bring you healing, to show you how to heal, to give you hope, to show you exactly, what you can do to step into your own healing as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Anna, for really putting that in the right light. Every single one of us has such a beautiful story, and we're coming from so many different diverse backgrounds and perspectives. You will be astounded just how valuable this is for you to be able to empathize with different people on some respects, sympathize with people on others, and be able to say, wow, I know somebody that's experienced that. Now I know someone else that I can attach that story to. And those stories can really be healing. Now we're going to go to Franz right now. Franz, go ahead and share. Why do people need to get healed to be healed? Number 2, it's time to thrive.
Hey, Brigham, you need to let Danny in, please.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Not a problem.
There he is.
Go ahead, Franz.
Okay, no problem. Good morning, everybody. This is very, very vital for you to get this book because every human life is worth it. You are worth it. That is the first step that you are doing, is being there, listening to this podcast, because that is the first step for you towards acquiring wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge is power. It is the power in learning that the unfortunate trauma condition that should be experienced can be managed while healing, as many of these authors have shared their life experiences to these conditions. Besides, you don't have to remain enslaved or stuck in your condition. That can be effectively be treated and managed through a healing process, whether it be through medicine, counseling, or spiritually with God, our Creator. The comfort and strength received from God during our trials can be used to help someone else that are facing similar challenges. Sharing our experiences can be a testimony of God's faithfulness, strength, and healing. So therefore, there are many factors that are involved that relates to trauma, that are related to your experience. However, many people don't understand, even know that they are experiencing certain recurrent symptoms that triggers them on a daily basis. So you see, the World Health Organization, nicknamed WHO, and also the Pan American Health Organization, the PAHO, have estimated that 3.9 people have experienced post-traumatic stress disorder, well known as PTSD, at some stage in their lives. And over 70% of the world population suffers from some type of traumatic experience and are not aware of these symptoms. More women are affected by PTSD than men. therefore are unaware that they can be treated. However, the likelihood of developing one type of trauma with rates for violent conflict being more than 3 times higher. It's important to note that most people who experience a traumatic event do not develop PTSD, but the likelihood of developing PTSD can be higher depending on the type of trauma, with rates for violent conflict being more than 3 times higher. So a lot of these symptoms can be triggered, whether it's emotional symptoms, irritability, anger, detachment, behavior change, avoiding certain places or people, physical symptoms, headaches, fatigues, sleep problems, intrusive thoughts, nightmares, flashback, feelings constantly on edge also are common indicators. So there's so much more that can be said about these things, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. We're going to go to Danny now. If you guys have thought, you know what, I've been struggling with some type of addiction. Maybe it's a social media addiction. Maybe it is a food addiction. Maybe it is drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. He's someone that has a wealth of experience in helping people understand how to claw themselves out of the clutches of those substances. And I love this guy. Go ahead, Danny. Why do people need to get this book and hear not just your story, but everybody else's?
First of all, I don't know if food addiction is a real thing because I don't struggle with it. I just really like to eat.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That being said, this book validated my struggles as to not a means to an end, but the beginning of a new story, because I got some stuff out when I was writing my chapter that had burdened me for years. So not only was it cathartic in the writing, it was delivering a message of hope, it was delivering a message of experience, and it was delivering a message of strength, just like the other authors in this book have. Pure experience, man. Like, I was born into trauma. I lived through trauma. My whole young adult life was traumatic. And after a while, it wasn't the people doing it to me, but me putting myself in situations that I didn't need to be in, where built on these patterns and behaviors. Now, for people who do struggle with substance use, trauma, behavioral disorders, there's parts in this book, there's authors in this book that I know personally, friends of mine, my mom, who have experienced so many things in their lives where they felt they were hopeless. There was no light at the end of the tunnel. And then when you realize that this God is that light at the end of the tunnel, and for me it's that is which was lying within, that I had to get rid of all those resentments and all those trauma. And it has that in this book. First of all, is it admitting that there's a problem. Second is relying on something greater than the egoic self to help us find a solution to these problems, to give us the strength and the ability and the sanity and be restored to a life worth experiencing. Today, my life is not the life I dreamed I'd ever have. I get to go to a monster truck show on November 21st with my girlfriend. And if that is not a life worth experiencing, thanks to sobriety, thanks to recovery, thanks to healing, to be healed, part 2, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to experience it. So many authors, so many experiences, so many different perceptions, so many different stories to bring us to a point where if you're reading this and you get something from it, then I did my part.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So much,
Thank you
Danny.
for letting me be a part of this today.
Absolutely. Now, guys, if you're thinking, wait a second, how is this going to help me today? Let me share with you a framework that I wrote for the preface of this book, that if you take nothing away but this one thing, it will have been worth the effort and energy. The first is the part of your story is significant. If you think about what is significant in your story and you rewire what the things actually matter, looking at it from all these different angles, you can say, what's the eternal perspective here? What's really significant? A lot of times, just asking that one question can start the healing process. As far as translating this is making it valuable and useful for not just you, but for all the people that are listening. What is in it for you? That's a little radio station you can tune into. What's in it for you? as you start to tune in, you start to recognize these benefits, everything starts to shift for you, because sometimes we have a story in our head that is playing on repeat, and it is a crappy story. If you have a really awful movie playing, how often are you going to want to keep listening to the same story? We can change the channel. That's one of the translation ideas here. The next is an objective. If you have a purpose to what you're doing and you are staying on point and on purpose, everything in your life starts to shift because you are living on purpose and you are saying, you know what do I really want out of life? Is this helping me get it or not? If it is helping you get it, let's make sure that you actually do the work that will help you achieve that objective, that core desire, that super objective, the thing you want more than anything, and make it happen. Now, the relive section, this is something, if you've ever performed before, if you've ever felt like you have a very creative imagination, sometimes the trauma that we feel, it has to do with our imagination. A lot of times kids, they will imagine they've got this big monster in a closet, and their imagination runs wild and they relive it so vividly that they get themselves all frustrated and scared. But the reality is, if you can work yourself up to get scared because you relive that, you can also work yourself down and put the words that create the power and the worlds for you into place. And that's the relive idea. Now, yes, this is something that is absolutely essential. After you have gone through this process, you have to say, what is the clear, concise call to action? What am I going to do based on this experience that is in my control that I can commit to? When you do that, suddenly you immediately have more confidence because you know what the next step is. I do know this, as you guys are going through this book, there will be experiences from all different walks of life, and some of the things that will come up may not exactly align with your core values at times, because we have people from all different walks of life. However, I do know this, if you read the story with an open heart, an open hand, you'll be able to find value and wisdom and gold in every single race. So without any further ado, I want to introduce Tawny one more time. She's got a very special offer for all of you guys that have listened to this, that have come through this journey. We've done, I think, 7 of these specifically for this book, so you guys can have extra value. Tawny, go ahead and come off mute. Tell us a little bit about why not only people need to buy this book, but what is your special offer for the listeners of Leveling Up podcast and all the different people that are hearing this today?
Oh my goodness. And first I want to say, Brigham, that I am just so thrilled for each and every one of these authors. And, you know, there are so many of them. It's their very first time to be published. And they have worked hard and they have put, you know, the time in, and then they've been patient. And now they can go and celebrate something that is a once in a lifetime thing. They are now a published author for the first time. That's huge. So that's a reason to buy the book, because they're not known anywhere else, but they're known in this book, and to share their life, you know, tragedies and traumas, and then what did they use? How did they heal? How did they get to where they are today? And what is their dream? Where are they going to go? What are they going to do with this now that, you know, they have begun their healing? Where is God going to send them? So they share, you know, some of them share a lot of that in there too. So it's get to know them as well. Not only do you receive the healing and the wisdom and the care and somebody that totally understands you, but you also get to hear what their dreams are all about too. So that's huge.
That is so huge. Absolutely.
For the book launch, we're going to do a special offer for 7 days only. And if you purchase 10 books, 7 days, 10 books, and you'll get one free. And then you do a review, this is what you're going to get. You are going to receive 1 coaching session with me, a VIP tickets to the conference. And with that, then you're going to get 10 tickets for admission. So you can bring people from your family, you can bring people from your company, from your neighborhood, from your city, whatever, but you're going to get 10 of those as well. And then I will send you, oops, I forgot to get this for you, but then I'm going to send you a personalized signed book. Oh, it's not going to show, is it? Because of
Yeah, put it right in front of you. There you go.
There you go. But of the very first edition. So today is book 2. This is book 1 that you're going to get. And we are just going to keep going until God says that we've met what he wanted to do. So
Absolutely.
those are the offers.
Now, let me make sure you guys understand this and why this matters for you. It is not just, hey, I'm going to buy 10 books, because today you can only get the ebook. But if you opt in to do this, you let us know in the comments, hey, I want those 10 books or more. You leave a review, you qualify to have this. Now, if you put this into context, a VIP day, Tani, you said that's $1,000 ticket, correct?
Yes.
Now, when you are going and attending your healing conference, that's $150 per ticket for general admission. Am I right on that? So
Yes.
you're giving 10 of those. That's $2,500 worth of value. And then, Tani, your coaching sessions, they range in between $500 and $1,000 per session. Is that correct?
Yep.
So if you get one coaching session, that's a $500 value on top of this. And what's nuts about this is you get also a physical copy signed of the original edition. And you said you only have 10 of those left.
10.
Right?
Yep.
So if you want that, this is the only place you're going to get it. You have to reach out to us. Give us that opportunity to bless your life, because Heal to be Healed is a movement. Guys, this is something that you're going to be able to experience for yourself, and you're going to want to share it with other people. So why not get 10, 20, 50 books, 100, 500 books, right? We want to make sure that we can flood the world with goodness and the Spirit. And I know every single one of these authors have poured their heart and soul into their pages. Yep. And you're like, wait a second, some of these guys are brand new. Guys, if the message matters, the money will come. This is not about making money. Tani, am I going to make any money specifically from this offer? No, I'm not making any money from this specific offer. What I'm doing is doing this as a public service for all of you, so you can get equipped to heal. If you're able to heal, it means so much. And our whole hope is that we help you get attached to the master healer, Jesus Christ. All of us have different denominations, but all of us are Christians. And what that means is we have a Savior that loves us. He's that master healer. He's that balm of Gilead. He's the one that allows us to heal. And all these different perspectives will be able to equip you so you have the vocabulary, you have the insight, you know what you need to do to be able to take your next step with confidence. Tani, any other things that people need to know so that they can access you as with the coach, the VIP day, and these 10 tickets that come with your bonus book, which is phenomenal, which personally signed? What do they need to know so that they can get this offer?
Well, we need to get out that link so that they can get onto Amazon and get that book purchased.
Absolutely.
And
that's going to be in the comments, guys. You go to the comments,
yes.
You will see this is where the link is. We're going to drop that link momentarily. You can go and get your book today and have the ebook. But wait a second. If you get the ebook and you leave the review, how do they connect with you, Tani? Remind them.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Remind them how they get this offer, because there's only 10 of those and we have to make sure that people get to you.
Right. So they can contact me at tonnitv@gmail.com or tanilee.com. And of course, on all of the authors' Facebook pages, they'll be listing that stuff. And right here, again, on just put it up, is the link to Amazon.
Beautiful. Guys, don't wait. This is such a wonderful thing. It's something that I'm really passionate about. Every single one of these authors have poured their heart and soul into this. I'm going to bring them back out one more time just for a second to let them know how much this book means to you. Guys, one more word. Why do people need to buy the book? Tell them one more time. Franz, go ahead. Why do people need to buy this book?
Well, sharing a copy of this book with someone that you know that is in need by the aforementioned of those triggers earlier will not only help you, the family, the community, and it will be a very supportive environment for the person, involved, because those situations can be very dangerous for a person that's not getting any type of care. So therefore, having that book in your person or the person's involvement will be very healthy for them. So
Absolutely.
it will be a wise thing to get this book. Book number 2 is very, very vital for your health.
Absolutely. I want to remind you guys, it is vital to do this. And we want to do it today so that you can get these benefits, because we only have 10 of those offers. You buy 10 books, you're going to get the VIP day, which comes with a dinner attached to it. You're going to have the 10 books and that extra one that is personally signed by Tawny. You're going to be able to attend the healing conference, which is phenomenal. I spoke at it last year in Grand Junction. It was beautiful. You'll have 10 tickets. You can bring friends with you. And what's crazy is you'll get a coaching session with her. If you just pay for the coaching session, you don't get those. But if you buy this right now, then you're going to be able to not only get the coaching session, you'll have the VIP day, you'll have all this value. It is absolutely crazy because it's more than $3,000 worth of value. And how much does it actually cost? Maybe $250 to get 10 books. What? Guys, this is a nuts offer. If you don't take Tawny up on this, I don't know what we're going to do, but go ahead, TJ, tell people why they need to get the book, why it matters. Go ahead.
They need to get the book because it's a means of gaining hope, not hope in the book and the words from the author, but hope by the witnesses who are the authors, who have witnessed and experienced the true healing power of Christ and what God wants for all of us. For he so loved the world that he came and he was healing nonstop, and he is still healing today. And in that healing, we can experience freedom, like the paralytic at the pool who was then able to pick up his mat and walk, or the friends who brought him through. Not only I just experienced the freedom and liberty to engage in this life in a way that you probably didn't know was possible because of the things that have happened, the stories you're telling yourself, the burdens you're feeling every day. So for yourself or for someone you love, get this book so that it can be another means to finding hope that leads to healing by the power of Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Great summary there. Anna, one more time, why do people need to get the book?
I think the stories in the book will provide you with tools and give you hope to find your own healing and freedom. This book is full of a lot of wisdom, knowledge, healing. We all have worked really hard to heal so that we can share our stories in here. So I think that people that are experiencing traumas, like pain and, traumas from their past will find great tools in this book. And so I'm excited for whomever buy the book to press on and find their own, journey to healing as we all did.
It's beautiful. Now, we do want to remind you guys, today you can get the ebook, and we're going to drop the link in the comments so you can get it right now. You don't have to wait. If you get the ebook, you leave a review, and then when the real book comes out, guys, I'm talking about like the one that is published hardbound, that beautiful one, you can get 10 of those, and you have a specific offer that is unique only to this podcast. It's going to be 7 days. You pre-order that book with Tawny Lee, you're going to get a VIP day. That VIP dinner, it comes with associations with some of the best speakers. And what's cool about that is that's $1,000 value that you get gifted to you. Wait a second. You're also going to get 10 people that you can bring with you to that conference. What? Yeah, that's $150 per ticket. That's another $1,500 value. And then you look at this. If you just had that, would it be worth it? 100%. But then she's going to throw on a coaching session, which is a $500 value. Why? Because we want to make sure you're equipped, and we create raving fans so that you can go share this message with more and more people. It's a no-brainer, guys. If you knew what I knew about Tawny, you just do it. It's super easy. So reach out to Tawny Lee. It's very simple. You're going to look in the comments. You've got her contact information. Say, I'm in. If you text, I'm in to Tawny Lee, we will know you want to do that. The way you qualify is you buy the book, you leave a Google or an Amazon review, and then say, I want to get that. And you send her the $250. She will have a conversation with you so you know exactly what you're getting. You're going to get all that value. It's over $3,000 worth of value. You're paying right around $250 for this. Absolutely nuts amount of value. There's only 10 of them. Please don't wait. Guys, this is so essential for your health, your healing, and the healing of the people that are around you. I hope that my heart has been able to be poured out into you guys. Once again, TJ, Tawny, all of you wonderful authors that have been on this call today, we appreciate you. Thank you for the work that you did to put this whole thing together. I put him to sleep, which is awesome. Check that out. He's tired. That's so good. Hopefully we didn't put you to sleep, guys. Go ahead, check out the comments. Make sure that you get yours today. Leave a review.
Go buy the book.
Reach out. Go buy the book. Buy the book. It's better when you buy it. It's way better. You can hear it from us, right? That's great. But you read it and experience it for yourself. So much better. And give it to other people. That's why we want to do this offer, because we want to equip not just you, but the people in your circle of influence. This is so essential. Guys, there's only 100 opportunities right there, right? 10 books. But if you think about this and you pass that book around, a great message, it's almost like it has wings. Thank you so much for being on Leveling Up today. We're going to continually help you level up your life, your business, your mindset, your skill set, your tool set, all these different things with conversations every Thursday, guys. I'm here. I'm pouring value into you. Don't forget, today's the day to go get your ebook. Leave a review. Experience this. Heal to be healed is here. The baby has been born. I put my baby to sleep. Have a great rest of your day, guys. God bless.
Thank you, Brigham, for all that you have done to promote this as well.
You're so welcome.
Appreciate you.
Hey, God
Thank
bless, guys.
you.
Take care.
God bless, God.